Hey guys, how are yous? JS Ridge here. I think you should all be inside and doing the isolation and the government guidelines. Hope everyone's staying inside and everything like that, like they should be to try and get over this coronavirus as quick as possible and try and get back to Speedway and get back to normal living and everything like that. So hopefully the Easter Bunny does the same and keeps inside, doesn't spread the virus. That's the main thing everyone's got to do, is keep safe and think of all the other people all around and doing that kind of stuff. I've not really done one of these before, but we'll see how it goes. Everyone's just do what the guidelines say. Keep safe, keep everyone safe. Yeah. Right. Here's some questions coming in. Neil Drummond, how do you keep yourself occupied during lockdown? I'm quite lucky. I live with my girlfriend and a family on a property, so we got loads to do around the property. There's plenty to keep you occupied and stuff. I've got a motocross bike now, thanks to Jamie Courtney helping me out there and stuff. I can get out and ride that through the fields and everything, and just keep them occupied in the garage as well. Got the gym set up, and then a few of us Speedway boys got the sprint cars online, and we're all trying to get our fix of racing on there and seeing how that goes and doing it that way. So have you any hobbies away from Speedway? Yeah, I do. I got loads of hobbies. I love playing cricket. It's quite good. What else is there? Yeah, just riding motocross bikes and that. Always being outside and stuff like that. I'm quite a sports person. Any type of sport I love doing, really. So there's plenty of hobbies that way. Is it true you worked in Aussie mines and that? Yeah, that's my trade. I'm a fitter machinist by trade. Worked in the coal industry and that back in Australia when I was home. I do that every season when I go home. It's good because it gets me keen on racing again. Going back to work, I don't really like it, but keeps me occupied whilst all my mates and everything else at home is all working and that. So it's keeping me on top of things and keeping the money coming in as well for the start of the season, getting everything prepared and stuff like that. So it's quite a dirty, crappy job at times, and just got to deal with it, really. So, but yeah, Roland Tungo, that's a funny question. I'm not answering any of that. There's you all have your people you don't like, and then there's people you like. So you just got to get on with racing. Anyone else? All these questions. Let's Carly, any good on FIFA? Not too bad. I've just got the 2020 FIFA game, but that's a lot harder than the last one. I'm not real good at that just yet. Just have to keep practicing in isolation, I dare say, and keep inside. Now, there's going to be a fair few people asking me this question about my isolation haircut. I reckon I'm going to start a little challenge for everyone. Whoever has the best isolation haircut and tag me in it on Twitter or Facebook or something like that, when isolation's over, I'll pick a winner or something, and I'll give them a free GIF for each hat. So I'm only going to take the hat off once in this interview, because I think too many people are going to ask me this question. So here's my isolation haircut. Yeah, bit of an old fella haircut. It's quite good. So yeah, it's quite funny. Bit of a laugh, something to do in isolation and keep you occupied, really. So yeah, that's my challenge for everyone. Give us your best isolation haircut and tag me in it. Winner after isolation, I'll give him a hat. When you were riding, what are you thinking? Not really thinking anything. I just want to win every race and go to the tapes, just wanting to win everything I can. It's quite a fast minute, so there's not much thinking going on. So yeah, it's quite quick and over with before you can even think. Do you like Glasgow's track? Yeah, I really like it. Unfortunately, I've had some big crashes there. So it is a bit of a bogey track for me. But I do really love racing there and what they've done to the facility and everything. And it's quite a good racing track now, I think. Have you tried Paul Bowen's pies? I think I had a bite on one on press day. They're quite good. I haven't ordered off him. I don't know if he'll send them up to Berwick. But no, they're quite good. Everyone should jump on board, grab a hold of his pies and that. It's quite a cool character guy. What's the best moment of your racing career so far? Oh, that's a tough one. Not too sure. I've had a few good moments and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. There's a few. There's probably not one that stands out, but hopefully I can create a few good moments in my career that will stand out, and I'll really like it. Did you manage to have a spin around the new shape Berwick track before lockdown? No, unfortunately, I didn't. I would have really liked to. That track looks awesome now. 1.5 metres doesn't sound very much off the track, but when it comes off both sides, it's going to create a lot of good racing and everything. The track's quite wide. Going into the entrances now, that's where it was quite skinny. I think it's gonna be awesome to be on now and watch from as well. But that's the thing, we're just gotta listen to the government guidelines and get back to living normally, so we can get back to racing and entertaining all you guys. Is John D the best spanner man you've had? I tell you what, he's the best front wheel cleaner I've ever had. He was good at that. I wasn't even back to my pit bay yet, and he had the brush out going crazy. What else we got here? What's the best track you've ever raced on? I reckon probably the best track I've raced on would be Bellevue. I haven't rode anything that compares to it. It's so easy to be slow there, even though it's such a big, fast track, because you just miss the setup by the tiniest bit and people are going past you left, right and centre. And as you see from most videos and that, there's more passing there than anywhere that I've seen before. It's quite an unbelievable track to ride. And I think a lot of people that have packed up wish that they could just come back out and race there. What are your goals for the next few years in your career? My goals for the next few years is to take the next step, really. Race a lot more abroad, in Poland and Denmark and that. I'm racing in Denmark this year for Esbjerg Vikings. I haven't signed anything in Poland just of yet. But yeah, that's the next step, to step up and be out there racing every week as much as possible and trying to earn some money over there. This is a good one. How old is David Howe? I'm not too sure. I thought he was like 65 or something. We celebrated his 65th birthday or something when he was riding for Berwick. So that was a couple of years ago. So he'd be pushing on 70s. So I think he'd be, I don't know, 70 or something this year. How fun was the double header versus Glasgow and Edinburgh? That was awesome. A really good night of racing for me. Credit to everyone at Berwick that had put on such a good show and got the track dialed in for both meetings. It's a lot of work to go into it and that, and for the quick turnaround between the meetings as well, to redo a track and everything like that. It was unbelievable, and the track was really good for both meetings. It wasn't like too slick or anything like that. It did slicken off, obviously, for the Glasgow meeting, but what a night for the Berwick fans and everything like that, to see such good racing and two meetings to end the season. Is Scunthorpe your favourite track? I had a shitter at Scunthorpe last year, Connor, as you'll take the piss about, but yeah, I don't mind riding there. It's a good shaped track. I think if it had amazing dirt and stuff like that, it could be really awesome. It's a good shape, and just sucks that it's like concrete, really. Otherwise, yeah, it'd probably be good. Who got you into Speedway and who taught you what you know? Well, my father got me into Speedway. He raced Speedway when he was younger. Did a little spell in the UK, doing some meetings and that. Rode when they had the A, B and C teams, I think it was. Rode for Coventry. Yeah, he's taught me pretty well everything. Got a little track and stuff at home, which is quite good, because when I get home I can ride whenever I want on the track. Yeah, there's Curry not too far away from home as well, which did a lot of training and that on that. So yeah, probably Dazza taught me everything. Who's been the biggest influence on your career? I'd probably have to say my brother Shannon. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be here. He's done a lot for me that I can't thank him enough for. Yeah, like I said, if it weren't for him, then I probably wouldn't be here. Who is your all-time favourite rider? That's a tough one. I've been watching a lot of Speedway videos lately, just been bored. Probably have to say Golub, probably my all-time favourite rider. unbelievable, some of the things he'd done in his long career. He was quite good, obviously. Had a lot of amazing races and that. So yeah, it's probably Golub. Favourite referee? Don't really have a favourite referee. Only referee that I kind of really speak to or know is old Willie Dishington. I think everyone has a bit of a laugh with him and that. I think he's always in the pits having a bit of a joke around and that before it. So yeah, probably Willie or something, I dare say. You don't know. How did you get the scar on your face? Is there a fun story about it? Yeah, scar on my face. It come from a kangaroo when I was younger. Obviously live out in the forest a bit, we do. So I just went out to feed it one afternoon, and a little Joey and swiped me across the face. So yeah, it wasn't too good, but live to tell another day. So yeah, is what it is. The old Australian kangaroos, don't want to mess with them. How do you prepare yourself for a race mentally and physically? Kind of just chill out through the day before racing, and once it gets to racing, really, once track walk and everything happens, you have your laugh and that in the pits, and then once track walk and that happens, it's kind of turns a bit serious after that. You the old headphones go in, and there's not much talking really before heat one, and just focus on what you got to do and everything like that. So yeah, that's about it. I'm your number one fan, can't get it. Hello, Stuart Burns. Yes, I'll give your good friend John D a shout out. How are you, John? What is your dream 4 laps? I.e. either 3 riders alongside you. Don't know, that's a tough one. Probably like to do race with Darcy Ward, Chris Holder, and yeah, probably Golub. I'm nowhere near their level, but it'd be good to watch them 3 race when I'm behind them. I think they'd put on a cracking show. And yeah, it'd probably be a dream to go to the tapes with them 3. It'd be quite cool. Please say hi to Gareth and Sharon in Sky. Hey, how are yous? Biggest challenge in Speedway? There's plenty of challenges. The challenge is trying to be the best every time you get on the bike and try and get to the top. That's the plan. So yeah, it's just the challenge is just trying to get to where I want to be. Are you having a few beers or 10 while at home? Yeah, I have a couple of beers here and there. It's still doing all my training and everything, so you can't just go and just smash the beers. So I don't really drink too much, anyways. Sorry, Stuart, I've showed my haircut, and I said that's the only time I'm showing it. How's the shoulder? Yeah, shoulder's alright. Obviously got a nice big scar there. Goes all the way now. I've been like riding the motocrosser and stuff like that. Obviously done Bellevue Press and that before the coronavirus hit. So it felt alright then. Obviously this is just giving it a lot longer to be fully back to strength and everything like that. So it'd be all fine, I think. Fingers crossed. What tracks do you hate in the UK? Oh, there's definitely two of them. Newcastle and Edinburgh. Not my favourites. Don't like them. Only good thing, probably driving away from there. What's the favourite thing you like doing when you come home to Australia? Oh, there's too many things I like doing. Obviously, seeing all my mates and that. And having a nice chicken snitty. But at the beach, you can't beat laying on the beach in the nice sun. That's for sure. Yeah, just loads to do at home. Got all the motocross bikes and got the Speedway bikes and that. Got the property we live on, so it's quite good. Favourite teammate? Oh, I don't know. There's too many. That's a hard one. I'd have to probably say Danny Gap. He's a crack up. When we were in the workshop, we used to have a workshop together and that, so we had down at the old fella's house up in Berwick, and whoever scored the most points would be his favourite the next day at the workshop. So it was always a good bit of a battle between me and him as we were paired together for a while and that, to who got the best points and who would turn up at the workshop first to make sure that he remembered who scored the best points the day before. So yeah, it was. I'd probably say old Danny Gap. Favourite track in the UK is probably Bellevue. I think Berwick's like there with it, but I think possibly the new Berwick track would maybe take over. Who's the best cook in your house and what's your favourite dish? I'll guess curry. Well, my girlfriend does all the cooking, so she's probably got to take the top of that. I'm better on the barbecue. Favourite dish? I would say chicken Kiev. I love a chicken Kiev and some veggies with that. What feels better, a cracking gate or a pass? Both really. It's always good to get an amazing gate and just take off and lead from there, but it's always good when you're behind too and knowing you're faster than someone and overtaking them. It's a bit of a buzz. I'd probably say passing someone that's you're quicker than them and always feels quite good. Is there a rider you have a particular rivalry with or particularly want to beat? Not really. I just want to beat everyone as much as possible. I just want to win every race when I go to the tapes, and yeah, I don't like coming last. How was your Ribnick experience? I didn't really have much of an experience in Ribnick. Obviously, it was just mainly a practice set up kind of thing. I'd like to get out there and do a lot more. I didn't have any bikes or anything set up when I was going out practicing at Ribnick, so I was always borrowing stuff, and yeah, it was decent. It was good to just get laps in there and practice, unlike you can in the UK. You can't really just go and practice anywhere, which kind of sucks. But yeah, hopefully I can get out there and do a bit more. Do you prefer slick or grippy tracks? I'm probably a slick track rider, mate. I don't mind a bit of grip here and there, but you probably get better racing on slicker tracks and stuff, especially with how the engines and that are these days. They're quite savage on a grippy track, these baby offset things, and so yeah. Can you give Dan Bewley some hairdressing tips? I tried to tell him in Australia when I seen him he needs a haircut. That was in January. Boy, he still hasn't got a haircut. He's probably gone up 3 helmet sizes, I reckon. I reckon he could do a good haircut like mine too. It'd be quite funny. Leon Flint, are you still the Armadales? No, that would be you, because Danny Gatmeyer passed you there. So I backfired on you. You were quite good there last meeting, I think. While at home, is your missus giving you the orders, i.e. housework? Not really. I just go into the garage and just work on some motorbikes or play the PlayStation or something in there. There's loads to do here anyways. Got the fields and all that to keep a hold of and keep them maintained and stuff. So there's not really anyone telling anyone what to do. It's just you get bored, so you're going outside and doing stuff. Ebony said, "Hey Ebony, how are you? Who tuned your engines?" John Howarth does my engines in the UK. He does a cracking job in that. I really like dealing with him and stuff like that. He's quite good. I think he's coming on with a lot of riders and that now. So he's yeah, really good. Does your sister beat you at flat track? My sister's decent at flat track racing. She did outgate me in one race when I was back home, but I quickly passed her. I wasn't letting her beat me, that's for sure. But yeah, she was never going to beat me. I would never live that down either. I still kind of haven't lived down that she outgated me. What's my pre-racing meal? I don't know, I'd like to have anything pasta and all that at about lunchtime. I kind of like to have anything like that. Yeah, just anything with pasta and a bit of mince or something. What is your proudest accomplishment for yourself? Just being here, really. Doing racing as a job is quite good. It's a dream that I always wanted, so hopefully I can make a long career out of it and yeah, keep going. PS4 or Xbox? Xboxes are terrible. That's not even any comparison. PS4's all day. No, I don't have the new Supercross game. I'm too busy trying to race all the boys on sprint cars at the minute. Can you describe the moment John D took the Ultras top off you? So, got a fair few mates in Berwick now. We were playing a charity football match, and I'd been named in the squad by John D. He'd named too many players. I had to take the jersey off me. I was disappointed. One of my football games in the UK. Pretty heartbreaking. What's Lemo like as a team manager? Does he have a mean streak when things aren't going to plan? Is he good motivator in the pit? Lemo's a cracking team manager. He manages for Australia as well, so he's got quite a lot of experience. Obviously, raced his whole life. Does he have a mean streak? Yeah, not really. Just kind of tells us to sort it out and go out and win races. We don't want to lose. I wouldn't say that, yeah, he's quite mean. He's a decent motivator in the pits too. Kind of gets you trying to pump you all up and everything. And tries to get everyone together and try and get the team spirit cracking again if our heads are dropped a little, and tries to get the best out of us. What do you think of the UK weather? I reckon this would be the best UK summer we've ever had, just because of the coronavirus and we won't be able to ride. The UK weather, I wouldn't say is the nicest at times. So yeah, it's pretty ordinary compared to Australian summer. Would you ride for the Aces full time? I think I do at the minute. Once we start kicking off riding again. So, who inspired you to get on a bike? My whole family is a motorbike family. My dad raced, and then my oldest brother. And then it was kind of in the family that we just all got on bikes when we were younger and started riding and stuff. So it started from when we were real young, and then starting to race and obviously get into Speedway and come over here. Who's your adopted football team? It's Sunderland. I'm a Sunderland supporter just because everyone else in the family that I live with and that is all Newcastle supporters, and you don't really want to back them, so I chose Sunderland to go against them. Favourite personal race of yours? Can't really remember. I've had a few good races at Bellevue and a few good at Berwick. So yeah, just I don't know, one of them really. It's from somewhere along the lines. I've had too many races. Do you enjoy pool track? Yeah, it's decent when it's prepared right. The last few times I've been there, it's like a motocross track really. But no, it's a cool shape and everything. I like it. It's quite hard place to go. Be interesting to see how it is in the championship this year. So yeah, it should be alright. Do you do any other kind of sports? Yeah, I do a bit of everything really. I like to go and hit the golf ball. I'm not very good at it. I like to play squash. Just any type of sport really I like to get involved in and try my best at. And yeah, go from there. Any relation to Dame Edna? Nah. None. Nah, no relation at all. Pre-meeting stuff. Nah, just I don't know, chilling out through the day, not trying to like wear myself out really and just, I don't know, chill out, have a feed, go from there really. Dirtiest rider I rode against? I'm not too sure. That's a hard one. I can't really think of anyone off the top of my head. Yeah, no, I don't know. I can't. No one's really pulverised me yet. Did you have a word with Craig Cook after he took you off at Berwick at the doubleheader? It was a heat of the moment thing with Cookie. He said, he was sorry after it, everything like that. So we're all good mates again, and we have a laugh about it. A few people, a few fans and that still go on about it, which is quite funny. Time's your lunch break, you look hungry. I've already had my lunch, tuna and rice. It's beautiful. How much did your Edinburgh experience improve you as a rider? Well, I didn't really get long at Edinburgh. Didn't really have time to find my feet in the UK my first season over here. Obviously just lacked decent machinery. Engines, really, that's all I've changed. Since riding for Edinburgh, obviously big difference. Come from Australia and riding that track. I wouldn't sign there again. I already said DG, Davey Howe. But no, you decent in the pits and a bit of a father figure for the team, for everyone in the team at Berwick here. A few years. You've got 70 years of experience under your belt. Any former tracks you wish you could have ridden or not ridden? I don't know. I would have liked to ride Coventry, just because my dad had rode there and that it closed down the year that I'd come over. So yeah, it would have been probably good to ride there. That's probably all really. Have you been to any GPs as a spectator? Yeah, I went to New Zealand GP when I was younger. Been to Cardiff. Been to Torren. I think that's about all for the GPs. It's always good to go and watch them. It's top 16 in the world doing it. So you always get decent racing on decent tracks. Obviously went to the Aussie GP as well. Are you still in Berwick? Yeah, I'm still here. Just trying to keep you occupied and do the government guidelines and stuff to get over this coronavirus as quick as possible. There's a bit to do up here, but hard to do anything when you're not allowed to leave the house, really. Do you fly business class or first class home doors? Not a chance. That costs too much, that does. Just deal with it for 24 hours in cattle class, and it's not a fun flight to do at all, really. It's quite a long 24 hours. Did not riding in the Premiership full-time last year help you build on your experience this year? Yeah, I think it did. Just focusing on Berwick and trying to do the best I did there made me more eager, wanting to come back and ride full-time in the top league. Want to kind of prove that I can stay there and score decent points at everywhere I go. It was good to get the call up towards the end of the year last year after Nikolai got injured, unfortunately that crash was with me. And do the last couple of meetings for Bellevue and score decent points home and away. So hopefully I've set my ground and can stay there. There's no better track in the UK, especially in the top league, that you'd probably want to ride for. I think a lot of people would love to have that as a home track, as the National Speedway Stadium. Are you looking forward to racing on Berwick's new track? Yes. I think it's going to produce more passing in the first meeting when we're allowed to race than it ever has. It's going to be amazing, I reckon. I think it's going to bring a lot more fans back, because a lot of fans say that there wasn't too much passing and that there, which there kind of wasn't, unless you had a lot of home experience. I think it's going to open up a new packet of worms, really. Which riders would you class as role models? Not really too sure. Just kind of do my own thing, really, and try and get to the top as quick as possible. I don't know. I kind of watch a few old riders and old meetings and stuff like that, just to pass time lately. Who's your biggest supporters? Be all my family back home. They get up early hours in the morning watching the live updates. Then it's obviously tough on them, being across the other side of the world. But yeah, they're up, and all my aunties and uncles and cousins and everything like that. So they're always sending me messages and stuff, which is cool. Do you have any lucky mascot? Nah, not really. I think create your own luck. Just take it as it comes. If you could magically improve a part of your racing, what would it be? I don't know, that's a weird question. To not drop a point anywhere, probably. Just to win every race or something. I don't know, really. Just want to keep going forward in my career and producing the best that I can, really. So, what's the best club atmosphere you have experienced? Oh, definitely by far Berwick. The guys there are just unbelievable. The younger guys that have come in running the club, Jamie and Scott, they've raced their careers. They're still quite young, so they know what everyone's wanting to do and wanting to achieve, and that they've probably been through every scenario that any rider has. The atmosphere, we've always got a decent team there the last few years. Finishing 5th the last 2 years is a bit disappointing. We have a good laugh on and off the track. We have some cracking group chats. It's everyone just kind of taking the piss out of each other, really, which is decent, because then you can't wait to get to the track and race alongside those blokes. And there's a lot of laugh in the pits and everything like that. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Not a chance. That's disgusting. Yuck. It's not on that. By magically improvement, like gating, bike riding inside line, that kind. Probably riding deep, grippy dirt. I'd like to improve that. I'm not the best at that. That's probably the one. What is better, old World Cup team format or current Speedway Nations, and why? That's a good one. I think the World Cup was decent because it involved a lot more riders and that. Obviously, the likes of the littler countries didn't have 4 decent riders. I think Speedway Nations is probably a lot fairer and produces a lot better racing. Yeah, I'd probably say Speedway Nations. But then obviously Paul Lemo's got a tough job picking the top 2 Aussie boys to participate in it, especially this year there's loads of them that I wouldn't like to be picking. Is it true a lot of Aussie boys went back home to Oz because of the work permit? Yes, I think so. Obviously, they didn't know what situation was going to come with all this coronavirus and how long it's going to last in the UK. A lot of the guys aren't allowed to do any type of work other than race for the Speedway club that they ride for. So I think a lot of them went home, be with their families and stuff like that, and try and pick up work when they're home due to not knowing how long any of this would last. I'm quite lucky because I had a Scottish grandmother, so I've got an ancestry visa which allows me to do everything in the UK and work and stuff like that. So I just thought I'd stay here and do some work and stuff. I was lucky that George Hepburn would hire me and done some work, but obviously not allowed to now because of the lockdown rules. So hopefully everyone stays inside and we can get back to racing as quick as possible. Have you tried an F2 bike? No, I haven't tried the F2 bikes in the UK, but when I first started riding Speedway, we used to put pit bike engines into Speedway chassis and muck around on them at home because they're quite easy. You don't have to do all the maintenance and everything that you do with the Speedway bikes. So I think I've kind of rode one. Is the 3rd and 4th banking at Berwick as much of a buzz to race up as it looks as a fan? Yeah, it's quite cool. It is really big banking at Berwick, so you can just come in to that as fast as possible, and you know you're gonna get towed around no matter what. Really, it is pretty cool. What else have we got here? Where is it? Yeah, have you set yourself any goals for this season and beyond, and time frame on when you want to achieve them? I kind of want to be number 1 for Berwick this year, hopefully. Try and stand my ground in that league, home and away. So yeah, that scored decent points at Bellevue and over in Denmark too for Esbjerg. So yeah, just decent points everywhere. Really, I don't want to lose. Do you wish you'd gone home? Nah. I'm alright living here. I like it in Berwick. Live with a cool family, my girlfriend and stuff. So, it's like home away from home, really. I can do everything here like I do back in Australia. Every country's just locked down, really, at the minute, so it doesn't matter where you are. Obviously, it's be good to be home with family, but who knows if they can get back when the Speedway season starts, with all these other countries being locked down still, if the Speedway season starts. So, no, I'm happy here. I like living in Berwick. Enter the current championship table. Who is your team to put your money on? I don't really know who's riding for who just yet because I haven't really looked into it. I usually know when we verse them. But I'd put my money on Berwick. Can you get a decent curry in Oz? I don't know. Curry's not as big as what it is here. Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't really eat curry in Australia, to be fair. Yeah, but maybe once or twice a year, that's about it. Ever done a track day on a circuit and does it interest you? I'm sure McGuinness could show you how to go around a right-hand bend. My brother road raced in the British Superbikes a few years ago. So obviously, yeah, I've been interested in riding like road bikes and stuff like that. I had one go when I was younger on a 125. But yeah, I would knock back going and do a circuit day, and I'd probably get my good friend Billy McConnell to teach me. I know McGuinness is a weapon around the TT. But yeah, he's probably not wide upright doing that TT, I don't think. So, no, I'd definitely like to go and do a day. That's for sure. Did the fires affect your family much? I was quite lucky where I was in Australia. There was a few quite close to my house, but it didn't really affect us too much. Just a lot of smoke in the air for a lot of time. When I was home, it was probably a couple of weeks you didn't see the sky just due to the smoke. It was absolutely terrible. Had my cousin's wedding when we were home. He had some nice sky, nice smoky sky in the background, so probably affected him a little bit. But the day was pretty cool and that still. But so no, not really. It was all right. Have you been to Holy Island, north of Berwick? Yeah, I've been out there. Always see on the news that people crossing Holy Island when the tide's high, so they're always getting swept off into the water. It's not real smart. But no, I've been over there. It's a beautiful place. Do you get nervous before a meeting or important race? And how do you relax, if so? Not really. When you're riding and that all the time, you don't really get nervous and that. It's just like another day going to work. Just put the gear on and roll up to the tapes. But I think probably with this long break that we've had from riding, I dare say the first few meetings would probably get nervous, I dare say. Would you say you're a gator or a trapper? Yeah, I'm a gate and tart, that's for sure. It's what I'm quite decent at. Just need to carry the speed around the track. This is what I do to the first turn. Yeah, I'm quite lucky with that. I've touched the tapes a few times. I get called back a few times as well. I don't know why. I think a lot of them are perfect starts, as we all think they are. Definitely the tapes, we beat the tapes. The tapes went up, but oh yeah, I let the clutch go quicker. So, but is there a team and setup you wouldn't ride for? Not really. I don't know. Nah, not really. There's a few tracks I wouldn't like to go to in that. But I don't want to. I want to probably ride for these two clubs that I ride for in the UK for as long as I can. They're definitely the funnest I've had for a long time. Marmite or Vegemite? Vegemite all day long. It's bread and butter in Australia, really. So, yeah, definitely Vegemite. Marmite's just a rip-off version, I think. I've never had it, really, I don't think. So, but main thing is this weekend, obviously Easter and all that, you can't go out and see all your families and friends and stuff like that with these bank holidays. Just try and stick to the government guidelines so we can get back to racing as quick as possible. Get back to living as normal as possible as well. So just make sure everyone does that. No parties. Obviously get the barbecue out with the people you live with. And that's it. Can you ride a horse? I've never tried. I don't really want to either. I'm not a fan, really. What's my favourite double on a dartboard? Double 20. Straight for the top. Don't muck around when I hit that. Probably give Danny King a good game now. That's all I've been practicing lately. Best advice to youngsters trying to get ahead in the sport. Just try and stay fit. It's smooth, fast, really. Yeah, it's a long career, especially if you're going to be injured all the time. Ty Wolfenden or Smarsley? I don't know. Probably Wolfie because he's Australian. That's definitely, yeah, Australian, Wolfie. Where's your Bandits top? We haven't had Bandits press day yet. We haven't received our tops. And I'm on the Bellevue page, so I probably should wear this on. What do you think of the chase? Oh, I'm decent at it some nights. I like the multiple choice ones. But when they ask the questions and you got to answer them yourself, they're no good. No good at all. Hope to see you soon, Ava and Joe. And Davey. It'd be cool after this lockdown. What's your favourite 5 Aussie items you can't get over here in the UK? What would they be? Shapes. Chicken schnitzel. Bundaberg rum. What else is there? Oh, I don't know. Can't think off the top of my head. It'd be a fair few things. Can't really get too much Aussie stuff here, to be fair. Just like all the sweets and stuff like that. Yeah, I have a nickname. Reggie. I've probably got loads of nicknames. Dragon and heaps of different stuff. We're talking about... Oh yeah, Tim Tams. But you get decent kind of Tim Tam things here. And Chase the Ace, not Chase the Show. Well, I like both of them. I like the Chase the Show too. I thought that's probably what you're talking about. Forgot about poor Chase the Ace. Oh, that was a bit silly of me, wasn't it? Well, guys, time's nearly up. Everyone stick to the government guidelines. Keep everyone safe. Keep the NHS safe. Just only go out for essentials. And your isolation, make sure it's taken serious. It is quite a deadly disease, and you got to look after everyone in the country. And we all want to get back to living normally and racing as well. So keep on top of things. Don't be silly. And yeah, we'll go from there, really. So hope to see you all back watching Speedway soon. We all hope to be back racing as quick as possible. Sweet. Cheers, everyone. Thank you very much.